I knew that some people didn't think I was a great source of information just because I worked for the government. I knew that, and I knew that sometimes when I talk by using less scientific information or words and by trying to use a local frame of reference so that you seem like you have roots in the area, I knew that you could see people warm up to that. I was really surprised by how much, though, that trust building, how much really went into it. And I guess my dad, as a physician, they said he has a great bedside manner, but I've worked hard now to cultivate that. And actually, one of the things I found works really good for me is when I get out on a site, I comment on how much I like it, and then I ask the people to tell me what they think about it and why have they had me out there today. I try not to ever assume anything. I used to head straight for the shoreline, but now I let people tell me about their lot and the house and maybe who owned it before, and suddenly there's a rapport, and people feel more comfortable with each other, and it's not a government employee prescribing something down to a landowner, but it's an exchange of ideas, and that's why I freely share. You know, I kind of think this might be a drawback of naturalizing your shoreline, because if I'm strictly a proponent, they become concerned that I'm not sharing all the information I have with them. But if I'm open and I say, this has happened here, and sometimes that plant will get too tall, then there starts to be an implicit level of trust. And without that, really nothing gets done out there, whether it be on a shoreline or in an agricultural field. Not allowing a landowner to make decisions, I think, would really be a mistake. They need to feel like there's options in this process, like they've helped come up with the solution, and that creates an idea of ownership. And then on shorelines, it's even better if they help you install it and maintain it. Without that ownership, people can walk away from something pretty quick, or feel that it's suddenly beyond them and there isn't really any way they can influence, and they'll stop maintaining. So we tried more and more to let people pick from a range of options, to get those out there right away, and to make it clear that where they have red lines, we're going to abide by their red lines. To make those personal connections and really understand to have a better understanding of where people were coming from. It takes more time, but the fruits of that labor are that those people now tell their trusting friends that you're a trusting person, or trustworthy person, and that the process isn't all that scary, and you get to make choices along the way, and if there's something you don't like, that's okay. And suddenly the ball starts rolling. Suddenly these aren't just isolated encounters with a single landowner. Suddenly there's people starting to think differently, and people calling you up and coming in the office, and the amount of cold call referrals it's gotten me. Like I mentioned before, the lakes just call up now and they'll say, these are the 2 new projects for this spring. And it isn't that we have to go out and we have to hold someone's hand and answer a lot of questions and get them right to the end result. Now the process has grown beyond us,